Chaos says WNBA hit extreme loss of $40 million in playoffs after the debut season of Caitlin Clark ended. Seriously, I couldn't be happier about this crash and burn moment for the WNBA. The league was brought to its peak height and was generating billions from Caitlin Clark's debut season. But suddenly, the league went into a state of coma as soon as Caitlin Clark got eliminated from the playoffs, losing $1 million. And honestly, this loss was so well deserved. I mean, Caitlin drags the entire league on her back, fills arenas, sells out jerseys like hotcakes, and what does she get in return? Racial allegations and a paycheck that probably couldn't even cover a month's worth of coffee runs. They had a golden goose and they decided to serve it up with a side of disrespect. And wait, do you know how bad this loss is? Don't worry, I've got all the numbers ready for you. As soon as Caitlin Clark zipped up her suitcase and waved goodbye to the WNBA, the league lost a cool $40 million overnight. Yeah, quarantine millions. Let that sink in for a second, just because one player left, and let's not even get started on the ratings. Those tanked faster than a lead balloon, dropping by over 50%. Everyone who thought the WNBA was finally becoming the next big thing got hit with a serious reality check. Turns out Caitlin Clark wasn't just a player. She was the whole engine keeping the league from rolling off a cliff. And the arenas? Yeah, those were ghost towns. Remember how during Caitlin's debut season, the stadiums were packed like it was some kind of Beyonce concert? Yeah. Well, not anymore. After she left, attendance dropped like a rock by half. It's nuts when you think about how just the year before, fans were flooding in, breaking records left and right. The Fever, Caitlin's team, pulled in a ridiculous 340,715 fans during her rookie season, smashing a record that hadn't been touched since 2001. But the minute she left, poof, the excitement was gone faster than a donut at a police convention in merch. Caitlin's rookie season had everyone rocking a Clark jersey. Those things were flying off the shelves. WNBA merchandise sales shot up by a hopping 601%. Like, that's not just a bump, that's a rocket launch. But the second Caitlin announced she was heading to Europe, those sales hit the floor. Retailers, sponsors, everyone was left scrambling, trying to figure out what happened. It was like the WNBA didn't just lose a player. They lost the goose laying those golden eggs. The arenas were empty. The fans disappeared, but honestly, Caitlin wasn't just putting up points. She was printing money for the league. She single-handedly turned the WNBA into a cash machine. Sold-out arenas, record-shattering viewership numbers, jerseys selling faster than hotcakes. It was all thanks to her. Suddenly, people who had probably never even seen a WNBA game were glued to their TVs, all because of Caitlin. Social media engagement off the charts, nearly 2 billion views. That's a fourfold increase from the previous year. She made women's basketball the thing to watch like it was the Super Bowl every time she hit the court, and the money. Oh, the money flowing in the WNBA earned $2 billion when Caitlin joined the league. The WNBA finally started to see real profits, raking in $1 million from tickets, sponsorships, and broadcast deals. For the first time in forever, they pulled in over 2,300,000 total fans. Caitlin didn't just play the game. She changed the game. She transformed the WNBA into a moneymaker, hitting numbers the league hadn't even dreamed of since it started. Now, here's the kicker. You think the WNBA would have treated Caitlin like the queen she was, right? Wrong. Instead of acknowledging her as the league's future, they played her down like she was just another player. Meanwhile, critics and competitors were too busy throwing out ridiculous accusations of racism. And the league? They didn't defend her, didn't acknowledge her real value, and worst of all, they paid her peanuts compared to what she was worth. Is it any surprise she took one look at Europe and said, "Yeah, I'll take the paycheck, thanks." They knew her value and they weren't messing around with empty promises.